Hi, this is Kashpanisa Bhagewadi. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I am going to talk about Microsoft Azure weekly release in the week of 3rd August 2020. So let's see what is new features added in this week. So let's start with new DB features. What are the new DB features in CosmoDB, MariaDB and SQL Server? So first, let's start with Azure CosmoDB. Azure CLI support for auto-scale. So now in general availability, Azure CLI support for auto-scale in Azure CosmoDB. So you can use Azure CLI to provision new Azure CosmoDB database and container level resources with auto-scale throughput as well as change maximum throughput. Azure CosmoDB management with PowerShell commandlets is now in public preview. So now in preview, users can manage Azure CosmoDB resources using a set of PowerShell commandlets that is available in as AZ CosmoDB PowerShell module. The AZ CosmoDB module can be used with Windows PowerShell 5.1 as well as cross-platform PowerShell Core 6 or 7. No downtime indexing updates in Azure CosmoDB. You can now confidently make indexing changes without fear of impacting existing reads and writes. Before this change, write performance was unaffected during index updates, but query results were not consistent while the index transformation was ongoing. So now adding a new index will not impact read or write performance. Next is large storage for Azure Database for MariaDB. General availability support for up to 16 TB of storage and up to 20,000 IOPS in Azure Database for MariaDB is now available. With this functionality, you not only have to access to 5 times more storage for database servers but also more than triple the available IOPS. Next is SQL Server FCAI or shared disk for SQL Server on virtual machines. So Azure Shared Disk for SQL Server failover cluster instance, that is SQL FCI on Azure IaaS is now in general availability. Azure Shared Disk for SQL FCI enables lift and shift migrations for the most commonly used high availability configuration on-premise to Azure IaaS. So now let's see what are the new feature in the backups. So in we will see in Azure VM, Azure File Share and Azure SQL DB and manage instances. So you can configure backup for Azure File Shares directly from the File Share blade. Azure Backup has simplified the experience of configuring backup for Azure File Shares by giving you the ability to seamlessly enable backup from the File Share Management blade. With the integration of Azure Backup into File Share Management blade, you can perform the backup and restore related operations directly from the File Share blade as well as the recovery services Vault blade. Next is configurable backup storage redundancy option for Azure SQL Managed Instance. Now in public preview, locally redundant and zone redundant storage options have been added to backup storage redundancy, providing more flexibility and choice. With this announcement, you now have more cost-effective options for ensuring data is protected in case of planned and unplanned events. Backup storage cost saving for Azure SQL Database and managed instances. Azure SQL Database and managed instances provide point-in-time restore with ability to recover databases within a minute granularity. Today, you can set the point-in-time restore backup retention period to as low as 1 day for active and 0 days for deleted database compared to the previous 7 days minimum. Automated compression of backups for databases with transparent data encryption (TDE) is now up to 30% more efficient in backup storage space consumption. Selective disk backup for Azure Virtual Machine is in public preview. Using the selective disk backup functionality, you get an option to backup a subset of data disks in a VM. This provides an efficient and cost-effective solution for your backup and restore needs. So we will see what are the features in preview mode. So for the preview mode, there is Kubernetes resource review, Java and Spring workloads, and Azure Service Bus, audit log of Azure Monitor log. So let's see one by one. Kubernetes resource view is in public preview. So Azure portal now provides a Kubernetes resource view currently in public preview that improves the developer experience and simplifies dev test scenarios. The public preview includes multiple resource type and support the following key capability. You can see workload running on your cluster, including the ability to filter resources by namespace. You can find the node and application in running on their pod IP address. You can see pods in the replica set, ready status of each pod, and images associated with each. You can drill down to individual deployments to see live status and specification details. You can execute on the fly changes to YAML to validate their test scenarios. With Azure Monitor Insight enabled, users can view deployment hierarchy insights such as CPU usage and memory usage in the Kubernetes resource view and seamlessly transition to Azure Monitor for more in-depth insights. Next is simplify and modernize your Java and Spring workload with Azure Service Bus. So Azure announcing features parity with Java Message Service JMS 2.0 over AMQP, which is available for public preview for the Azure Service Bus Premium tier. With this, Azure empower customer to seamlessly lift and shift their Java and Spring workloads to Azure while also helping them modernize their application stack to leverage the best of the cloud. This not only brings support for a universal messaging API to Azure Service Bus, but also the simplicity of cloud-native enterprise messaging platform as a service to enterprise customers looking to modernize their stack as they move into the cloud. So next is our audit log for Azure Monitor log queries now available. The Azure Monitor log team is announcing a public preview for one of the most requested features, the ability to audit Azure Monitor log queries. When enabled through the Azure Diagnosis mechanism, you can collect telemetry about who ran a query, when the query was run, what tool was used to run the query text, and the performance stats around the query execution. This telemetry, as with any other Azure Diagnosis based telemetry, can be sent to an Azure Storage Blob, Azure Event Hub, or into Azure Monitor Log. So moving ahead, now see what are the new features are available generally. So long time support GitHub branch for Node.js SDK, custom translator, .NET Framework 8.0 support, quick fix on Azure Advisor, and there is GSM accelerator For Azure France, the Azure IoT Node.js SDK releases a new long-time support GitHub branch that is LTS 07 2020. The LTS 090 2018 branch has been removed. The LTS 09 2019 branch will be supported through September of 2020 and will remove in March of 2021. So next is a custom translator upgrade and regional data residency. Custom Translator, a Microsoft Translator feature, has updates, bugs, bug fixes, improvement, and new and fresh models for August 2020. So what is the improvement and changes? So there is a translation quality of dictionary only models, added additional data residency to keep data in the Azure region you selected when you created your translator resource. So next is app service, that is .NET Framework 4.8 supports now available. Support for the latest .NET Framework version allows you to take advantage of the updated .NET Framework 4.8 bug fixes and security features including. So what is the improvement? It improved the security to protect against malicious JSON attack with harness ASP.NET application services. Bug fixes are bug fixes addressing Chrome V80, cookie handling and memory cache issue. Runtime improvements with native image generator reduce the surface area available to attack from um, removing writable and executable sections. So moving ahead, Azure Advisor Quick Fix is now available. Azure Advisor for new quick fix features make optimization at scale faster and easier by allowing users to remediate recommendations for multiple resources simultaneously and with only a few clicks. Users can now multi-select resources to take the recommendation advisor action on all selected resources as a bulk operation instead of having to remediate each resource individually. Quick Fix also create a consistent, streamlined and more automated experience for advisor recommendation remediation. Next is Azure France has achieved GSMA accreditation. This week we added an important compliance offering for telecommunication in France. The Global System for Mobile Communication Association, that is GSMA, security accreditation um, scheme for subscription management. So now that's it for this week. See you in the next week. Till then, thank you. Stay safe, stay updated. Have a good time. Bye.